Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, we're going to reveal our final trades. I had just made some plans. They just got ruined again. I can't believe this. Every time I make a plan, that plan never works out. I even put it on Twitter. I was so happy with my new plan. I'm going to show you what a plan it was, but it's not going to work now. I can't do it. Let me show you the tweet. Now, this was our tweet. I said, massive news at Abs Magic, as we have now decided to go with Plan G, because there'll be no Oliver, no Laird, no Stewart arriving this week. That was the plan. We're not going to bring none of them, okay? Instead, we're going to gamble. Season-defining move. 2 make-or-break trades. All will be revealed in tonight's video, which is the video I'm doing now. But I can't make it now because there's a problem. Let me show you the problem. Well, before I show you the problem, let's go through some in and outs, some interesting things. What have I noticed? Okay, well, at Port Adelaide, Tickle is now gone. So if you got Tickle on your team, if you got him at R2, oh my God, you got to get rid of him. Okay, so I don't think many have him at R2, but just in case you do, so Tickle's gone. Now, so it looks like Scott Lysette is our ruck against Gorn. Let's see how that goes. Okay, just come down. All right, now, next. At Sydney, well, we knew Mills was out, but now Tom Hickey's out, so it's going to make... who's their ruck? Laddams and McAndrew's in. So McAndrew in could be interesting. Okay, if you got him on the bench, about time he has his first game or second game, I'm not sure, but it's not many. Now, things to take note of. Our boy here, he has not dropped. Where is he? On the bench. Black Drury, he's still in the team. And that's with Ben Cunnington not getting a game and Drury's ahead of him. So that's very interesting. So Drury still plays. Hopefully he stays a bit longer now. Now that trade was worth it. Well, that's if he doesn't score at 10 points again. But at Sydney, the interesting thing here at Sydney, let's have a look. Where is it? Aaron Francis playing in the back line. Okay, so that's interesting because the worry would be he'd be going to the forward line, but they brought in a few top tall players, so maybe he'll stay at defence now. And Will Gould has kept his spot, so that's an interesting one. Okay, let's keep going down. The Dogs versus Adelaide Crows. Well, there's nothing really exciting to know about this game. Nothing of interest. Actually, there's nothing. Just coming down. All right, next. We go, well, the only thing interesting here is they haven't lost Rory Laird, but I don't think he was ever going to be dropped. So or he wasn't going to be omitted because he's injured. I don't think he's injured. So it's okay. Now, at Freo, there's no changes. Okay, so they've got the same team. Some were expecting, where is he, Johnson to get a game, but he hasn't got one. Even though he's available, he's not in. So could be the sub. Oh my God, that'll be a disaster if it's a sub. That's the end of his cash making. Now, at Geelong, this is a big one. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Mitch Duncan injured. Now, the last time Mitch Duncan didn't play, do you know how many points Tom Stewart scored? Let me show you. Well, Stewart in that game scored 167. That was when Duncan wasn't playing. Duncan came back the following week and Stewart scored the 92. Now, Duncan's last game against Freo was 187. Duncan's draw coming up. He has a few at GMS. He has one next week at his home ground. Then again, round 15, but then his big games start then. But you want to get him well and truly before that. But it's something to think about now. Now, Freo don't concede many points, apparently. The Rain Man has done some stats for us, and Freo don't concede many points to defenders. But I think there's going to be an exception this week. Let's continue. We now move over to the Gold Coast Suns, and Brisbane Lions, because this is another one that's bugged me now. Harry Sharp. Okay, let me show you something about Harry Sharp now. Well, Honeyball, the man with all the breaking news, put up a little tweet. This is what he said. Brisbane coach Chris Fagan, this is Chris Fagan's quote. Over the last 2 or 3 years, mind you, he's talking about Harry Sharp, okay? Over the last 2 or 3 years, his body has got a bit bigger and stronger, so he's getting better in those contested situations. He just needs games in a row now to make him feel like he really belongs at the level. So what does that mean? He needs games in a row now. So does that mean he's going to get games in a row now? Is that what it means? When he says he needs, the word needs means something. Just come down. I looked up the dictionary. Needs means he's going to get some. Okay. I have to bring him in. All right, let's continue. Now we go over to Gold Coast and Bailey Humphrey, who I was interested in. Well, I was interested, but now that I got here Sharp, I've lost interest. Okay, so Humphrey was going to come in this week. I was going to show you a shock inclusions, but now common sense has prevailed, and Sharp is the man. Okay, now let's continue. Over to Richmond and Essendon. Well, the Spud's out, just coming down. The Setterfield's gone, well, we already knew that. And Hopper's out. Two of the Spuds are gone. Okay, I'm even calling my own players a Spud now. It doesn't matter. Okay, just coming down. Now Ridley's back. So how does that affect the Red Man? Okay, we're going to find out. Now Ridley's back. Not only is he back, look where they put him, a centre-half back. Now if he plays a centre-half back, this could be huge. I don't even want to go there. Okay, just coming down. I'm not touching Ridley ever again, but the centre-half back. That's when I got him. I thought he'll play a centre-half back. Anyway, let's see if that works out. And usually against Richmond, the defenders go huge. So Redman and Ridley can go huge this week. I'm never touching Ridley again, though. Okay. Now Samson Ryan is going to play forward now because the Nank's back. So if you've got Samson Ryan as your R2, you probably have 30% ruck time, and the rest will be done by the Nank. Now, going over to West Coast and Hawthorn. Now, at Hawthorn, the outs, well, on the bench, Weedle's on the bench, okay, but he won't get dropped. And that's the main one. And our boy, where is he, Mitchell, is still playing, just coming down. Sam Mitchell, or Seamus Mitchell, I should say. They've put him on the wing. Now, if he plays on the wing, he's going to get more points. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Now, at West Coast, they got Chester to come in, but then again, we're in no rush to get Chester. There's much better options right now. The rookies are all coming through now. Over at Collingwood, Darcy Cameron is in. That's good news. Over at Carlton, this is the big one. This is the problem. This was my second trade. I was going to bring in, where is he? Matthew Kennedy. He's on the extended bench. I don't even know if he's going to play. And I'm too scared to look. If he's on the extended bench, he could still be the sub. Okay? I'm just too scared to play him now. Okay, so I'm going to pass on Kennedy as well. He was going to be one of my other ends. It was going to be Humphrey and Kennedy to come in this week for me. I was going to go massive and get a cash boost. I've changed my mind. Not going to do it now. So Kennedy's not going to come in either now. Now, at Collingwood, Darcy Cameron's in. He'll play. Okay, and yeah. I've gone cold now on Kennedy. Now, over at St Kilda, Bytel is on the interchange bench again. But then again, so is Jack Steele. Okay, now, we do know that Butler's going to play. We do know that Stocker's going to play. All right, that's 2 guaranteed to play. All right, so there's only going to pick 2 more out of here. Now, who are they going to be? Well, I think Sharman will play. I don't think Campbell will play. Payton might get dropped. So we'll see how that goes. To GWS, they brought in Fahey. So let's see how he goes. And Fleeton has kept his spots. Not even on the extended bench. Have to get him in next week. Okay, he's a must-get next week. We'll get to watch him one more week, but it looks like Fleeton has got job security. And I've been told by one of my friends, a Habib friend of mine, he said, Fleeton, he said he plays football or watches football all his life. Fleeton is the man. Okay, so we're going to jump on Fleeton, just going off his advice next week. Just coming down. Anyway, let's continue. So my ins and outs this week. This is how it's going to happen. It was going to be Humphrey. Well, Setterfield and Hopper are out. Okay. They're gone. I was going to bring in Humphrey. And I was going to bring in Kennedy. Now I'm not going to bring in either of them. I was going to also bring in Dacos, I'm not going to do that either, okay? None of them are going to come in, okay? What's going to happen is I'm going to move Dawson into the midfield. I'm going to bring in, where is he? Geelong. Okay, it's going to happen now. We're going to go to Geelong. I'm going to bring in Tom Stewart. Now, I could bring in Humphrey still. I've got 200k. So I haven't 100% decided yet if I want to bring in Humphrey or if I want to bring in the Brisbane boy. The chances are I'm going to bring in the Brisbane boy. Get the cash, all right? Take the cash. Sharp. I'm going to bring in Sharp. And if he can score me a 60 or a 60, I'll take the 60, okay? It's time to make some cash now. And let's complete this trade. Now, let's complete the trade. I've got 131k left. Complete the trade once it's completed. Now, Tom Stewart's break-even is high, all right, but I don't care, all right? Now I've got him, because next week he's got an easy game. He's got a GWS. They just bomb the ball forward. He's going to go nuts. His break-even's high, but he can still get that. So, and I'm just going to keep him now. So now the bench, all right, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to have Cowan and Constable. We've got two players in our defence that are not playing. I could move Chincotta. Actually, I should move Chincotta there just to have a spare one in case someone doesn't play. Pretty much an emergency. The bench is going bad again. I should put in a spare one here as well. Okay, so we've got playing wise. If Chincotta plays, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rookies that are playing, that are on the bench. Okay, next week we'll have 5, because next week we're going to bring in the GWS boy. We could possibly even bring in 5. Okay, so that's going to be our plan for next week. We'll see how that goes. We've got 131k spare. We can also bring in Kennedy next week. And so it's either going to be Kennedy or 5 plus a rookie next week. That's the plan. We're building up for the bye rounds now. Now let's have a look at the bye rounds. Round 12 bye. It's looking very strong. Okay, we're missing. We have cover for round 12. It's not problems. Round 13. Now Stewart's come in. He's changed everything for the bye rounds. He's fixed it up. Okay, so Stewart and Anderson are both the keys for the bye rounds now. Now, I was so keen on also bringing in Dacos this week. Let me show you something with Dacos. I want to show you here. 570k. Let's make this 570k, and let's put this up to about 490k. Okay, let's go for the averages. Now, I want to show you actually dollars per point. Now, have a look at Jordan De Goey. He's averaging 103, and he's going at $4.8 per point. Like, that's really cheap, okay, for his price. 501k. Now, if you look at another player similar to him, let's have a look at, he's averaging 103. Let's have a look at a player averaging 103. Let's go for the averages now. 103 averaging player. Now, we've got De Goey at 501k. Matt Rowell averaging 103 is going at 542k. They're all going way above. Zach Merritt is 564k, averaging the same as De Goey. He's 60k more expensive than De Goey, averaging the same. Okay, that's how much value right now that De Goey has. So much value. The only problem is I have to bring in Stewart now because Duncan's out. It's opened my eyes. Okay, I wasn't going to do this. I was happy with De Goey, but I'm not going to do it. It was going to either be De Goey and Kennedy for me this week, or it was going to be Kennedy and Humphrey, because Humphrey is another problem. Let's discuss Humphrey now. Now, Humphrey was a huge risk, all right? But if he scores 100 this week, I'm going to kick myself, okay? I'm going to kick myself so bad it's going to hurt. Just come down, okay? It's going to be painful to watch him score 100. But if he scores a 50, I'll be happy, okay? Because if he scores a 50, I don't have to kick myself anymore. Do you know how hard it is to kick yourself? Anyway, scores a 50, he makes 50k, that's fair enough, okay? Because then after that, he scores another 50, it's all over. The cash making's gone. He scores 100, he's going to hit the roof. He's going to go so high. I just can't do it, okay? I was going to do it, but I can't do it now. I'm going to get a safe option again. The risk is gone. I've changed my mind. Just coming down. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.